Hey Jacob, I'm done with work. I'll go home first. Are you still working? What? You finished work already, Lisa? Aren't you early? Didn't I tell you before? I'm on maternity leave starting tomorrow, so today is the last day of work. Oh, I see. Today is the last day. Have you finished with the business transfer? I thought you said you were working on something pretty important. Well, yeah, it was a lot of work, but I've done everything I needed to do before maternity leave. I've already handed over the case to my coworker. I see, but your boss is a warrior too. About what? You said you're going to work for a while longer. But then he suddenly suggested maternity leave. I'm in a different department and have a different boss, so I can say for sure. Isn't that a little overprotective? What are you talking about? I've been thinking of using maternity leave for a while now. But I was working because you told me hanging in there for a while longer, right? Did I? Yes. Having a baby costs a lot of money, so I should earn while I can. Did you forget what you said to me? Oh, maybe I said something like that. Well, actually, you could still work, right? I mean, you're working today too. Well, I don't know. My stomach is getting more and more prominent. I feel heavy a lot. I can't move as much as I want to. What do you mean? Not like me. If you're an outside salesman like me, you're still working at a desk, so I don't see the problem, do you? That's not all. I've had more morning sickness and feeling unwell lately. I thought I can't work like this anymore. You see me having a hard time at home, right? Like yesterday, you seemed like had a hard time. You were kind of drop off on the couch. I was so surprised to see you like that when I came home. It's not funny. It's really hard. Well, I know it's hard. At least you can do the housework, right? When I got home, you hadn't done anything, or it bothers me too. I'm sorry about that, but I can't control how my condition gets worse. If I can do it, you should help me too. As you know, our department is harder than other departments. I'm just working around outside all day, and you want me to do housework when I get home. I'm working too if you say that. I'm sure each department has its own busy schedule. Our conditions are the same, right? But you're about to take maternity leave. I mean, married couples are supposed to support each other, right? You have to be useful to me as a wife. What do you mean by saying useful to me? I don't feel good about it. And I'm still pregnant. Sorry. I'll be careful how I say that. But even though you're pregnant, you're still my wife. You do what you have to do. Of course, I understand that. But when I'm not feeling well, you have to help me. That's part of being a sporty couple, isn't it? Okay, I'll do my best then. Well, I'm going back to work. I still have work to do. I go home first. Good luck at work. Hey, you're done with your work, right? Yes, I am. Well, I'll be home soon, right? Do you want me to heat up dinner for you? No, that's okay. I'll do it myself. Really? Well, I just heat up the bath. It was cold today. You were out working as usual, right? You must have gotten cold. I told you it's okay. Why are you acting so normal? Aren't you sorry for what you did? What suddenly? Reflection? What? Are you seriously saying that? I was so mad at you yesterday, you don't even remember. You're such a jerk. What do you mean I didn't do housework yesterday? I told you I wasn't feeling well. I said I was sorry. I'm thinking that an apology is enough. That's funny, right? Funny? About what? You were working just a few days ago, right? You work for the same company as me, right? Yes. What do you want to say? If you make a mistake at work, do you just say you're sorry and that's it? I don't think so. That's not going to work, right? But what we're talking about now is domestic, right? I felt bad that I couldn't do housework, but it's just for one day. Is that really necessary to make it a big deal? The problem is that you couldn't even do the housework for that one day. You're my wife. If you're my wife, you should at least do the bare minimum. Am I saying that I was feeling well? I can't do anything about it, can I? I've at least feeling not so well sometimes too. But I still go to work, you know. Are you kidding me if that is allowed if you're pregnant? I didn't mean it like that. We've talked before about not being able to do it if I just can't do it right. You said you understood it. Women are so quick to say things like before. I'm just ashamed of digging up all the old stuff. I'm talking about the present. What are you talking about? Why are you changing the subject? If you say that, there's no point in making a promise. Okay. I'm really getting tired of all the excuses. You've really changed since you got pregnant, in a bad way. Are you being sarcastic? I'm not being sarcastic or whatever, but that's the reality. Before you got pregnant, you did all the housework. You never said you're not feeling well right away like you do before. Don't you think it's okay for you to say it? Because I'm pregnant, so it's normal to be a little unstable. Well, I feel bad, but I can't do anything about it. So what's your point? To be clear, you're completely becoming useless now. There's no point in being married like this. You don't even work, so at least do the housework. I'm sorry. If you were sorry, I wouldn't be this angry. I mean, are you really sorry? I wonder if you're doing the housework today. I was feeling better today, so I got it done. Then I forgive you this time. It won't happen again. Do you understand? Sorry, Jacob. Are you done with work? Yes. What's going on? Actually, I need to talk to you about something. Will you listen to me? What's the big deal? I'm tired after a long day at work. If you have something to say, do it quickly. Well, you know, I wanted to go back to my parents' house until I gave birth. In the meantime, I'm sure I'll be bothering you. Can I leave home? Huh? Why? I just don't get it. What makes you think like that? My mother called me a loon today. I'm sure the birth is coming up and I'm on maternity leave, right? She said I should think about it after the birth and come back to the house. I thought it would be a good idea for me too. Huh? What the hell is that? You're not working and you're eating for free. Why are you trying to be so selfish? You put me on everything and you just want to ease yourself. Don't you care about me, do you? Why are you thinking like that? That's not what I'm saying. Then what is about? While you're gone, I'll be working and doing the housework myself. It's a lot of work for me. That's true, but I'm not trying to go easy. It doesn't mean that I don't care about you, does it? I'm saying that because it's becoming. I don't know how great it is to be a pregnant woman. Don't forget I'm feeding you. Until recently, I was working too. You don't have to say that much, do you? But you're unemployed now. I'm talking about now, not before. And you're taking it easy just because you're pregnant. Even just now, you're useless. You know that? You should be more aware of your position. Okay, that's enough. I mean, you should say I understand. The husband doesn't need to tell you such a thing. If you're my wife, you're supposed to understand this. Okay, I understand. Well, you can say whatever you want. If you're saying you understand, show me you do. Otherwise, I don't know why you're here, right? Okay, I understand. I'll show you from now on. I'm gonna be useful. Please do that. Don't make me say such basic things from now on, okay? As a husband, I feel pathetic. If you're going to be a mother, you should at least do that. Of course, I understand. I am going to be a mother. I need to get my stuff together for my baby. Well, I guess that's that then. There won't be a next time. So keep that in mind. Lisa, you know what I said yesterday. You did your housework today, didn't you? No, I didn't. It's best to rest for the sake of my baby, and I don't have to do it for you. Huh? Do you think you're a loser? You're the one who said you're going to show it with attitude. Work for free food. You dumb pregnant. Screw you! I'm not screwing with you. And as I said, I just show you with my attitude. Huh? What are you talking about? You haven't done one of the housework since yesterday. If you're going to show attitude, you're supposed to do it. That's why I'm showing you an attitude like this. I'm done being your housewife. So I won't do any more housework for you from now on. Are you kidding me? What do you mean you quit being a housewife? This is not a game. I know that. That's why you're saying it. Don't you get it? I'm divorcing you. Do you even know what does it mean? Suddenly you're talking about divorce. I really think I'm in shock. I'm the one who is in shock. What makes you think you won't get a divorce? Then why the divorce? Because I was a little tough on you. I can't believe this kind of resistance over a simple thing like that. How much you don't have patience about it. You were a little hard on me. That was the only level of recognition for you, wasn't it? Then I think I was right to decide to get a divorce. Thanks for letting me know I wasn't wrong. You're being sarcastic or something. Who do you think you are even if you don't work? That's kind of attitude that pisses me off. I'll give it back to you exactly as you said it. Who do you think you are? Just because you work. I'm not your housekeeper. What's that attitude? Who do you think you're making a living? Thanks to who? It's thanks to both of us, isn't it? And moreover, if it's just me, I can make a living without you. I'm sure I wasn't wrong. What are you talking about? You're unemployed! I'm the one working so we can make a living. I'm sure I told you before. I've only recently been on maternity leave. Before that, I was working too. But now you're unemployed. You keep saying that I'm unemployed, but to be exact, it's period of leave of absence. Well, even if I was unemployed, we have this living, including the money I earn, right? You're not the only one who supported me. That was like that. But I'm talking about the present. I'm talking about the present too. In the first place, we still have some of the money I earned. In that situation, I can't believe you think we're living on your only earning. How could you be so arrogant? Aren't you ashamed of yourself? Damn you. You better watch your mouth and how you talk to me. That is what attitude toward the head of the family. The head of the family? Don't make me laugh. Don't you forget why I delayed my maternity leave. It was because you wanted me to earn money, wasn't it? What's wrong with that? If you're proud of being the head of the family, why did you ask me such a thing? Because you didn't want my income to decrease, right? And now you're telling me. You're not persuasive. You've been talking whatever you want to say about me for a while. There are a lot of things you haven't done as a wife. But I can't understand being told to divorce one way. Changing the subject when you realize you can't convince me. I really had enough. Stop nitpicking about everything. The fact is, you're the housewife who can't even do your own housework. Don't complain from on high, you're worthless! Which one of us is useless? I know you're busy with work, but I've been working and doing housework for a long time. But you don't help me when I didn't feel well, do you? How's that helping me? I'm in sales. You're in administration, right? We're not the same tired from work. Don't you think I'm more tired than you because I work and do the housework? On top of that, I'm pregnant now and my body is heavier than yours. So what? Have you ever lived with the weight of 2 people on your shoulders? I bet you haven't. I'm not trying to say that everything is hard for being pregnant, But I'm just saying that if you can't even think about that, I can't live with you anymore. Even if we're divorced, you have to take care of the child all by yourself. That's a lot of work. Can you do it alone? I don't think so. You really didn't listen to me, do you? I said I have to be strong for my baby. Unlike you, I'm prepared to be a mother. No matter how hard it is, I'm gonna do it. You can't do anything about it with that kind of gut thinking. Think about it a little before you say something. No matter how hard it is, how painful it is, it's a mother who does everything for her child. That's the definition of a mother. You couldn't understand anything if you could only think of yourself. I have a lot of things I have to do for my child. Shut up and stay out of it if all you can do is work. After that, I immediately went back to my parents' house to prepare for the birth. Jacob got angry and came to my parents' house, but I gave him the divorce documents. However, Jacob could not agree to the divorce and was struggling against it. However, my parents, who had heard about him, were pressuring him to divorce, and eventually it was done without a problem. Unfortunately, I did not receive alimony because the period of emotional distress was too short. However, I was able to receive child support for my child. Since I did not want to have anything to do with him in the future, I demanded him to pay me in our lump sum, and now I no longer have anything to do with him. A short time later, I gave birth without any problems. I have successfully returned to work, and I am busy with both childcare and work. This is a sad story. After my divorce and the reasons for it became public, he lost his position at the company and resigned from his job. I guess it was he who was useless as a company employee, as a couple, and as a parent.
Autumn, I heard that you are going on a trip to a hot spring with everyone. I'm the only one who hasn't been invited. What does that mean? Hi, Haley. I'm going with people who I'm really close with this time. There's only 3 of us, including me. I haven't even asked most of our other friends to join us. So you're telling me I'm not one of your good friends? You don't care about me? I didn't say that, but Haley, to begin with, you and I aren't particularly close. Our children just happen to be in the same class. That's terrible! So you're going on that trip with Adeline and Elena, right? Yes, I am. I've known them since kindergarten. What's wrong with that? I've also been in the same class with Adeline and Elena since elementary school. Why can't I get along with them and you're the one that gets along with them? You say you've known them since kindergarten, but that's only a year or 2 different than me. Oh, Haley, you want to be friends with Adeline and Elena? Of course! They're the most glamorous of the moms that we know. I hear they have rich families. Yes, they do. I don't like the fact that you're good friends with both of them. Does that mean you're jealous? No, I'm not. I'm not jealous. I just think it's weird. I was the one supposed to be there with Adeline and Elena, not you. Huh? Because you're not as fashionable as the 2 of them. You look so out of place. I, on the other hand, I'm fashion conscious and well groomed. I even have a celebrity-like atmosphere, don't I? It's true that you always dress up in brand name clothes. I'm surprised you can spend that much on clothes. Oh, I'm just normal. Why don't you wear nice clothes once in a while, Autumn? I hear your husband earns a lot of money, doesn't he? And you even live in a tower apartment. His pay isn't bad, but I'm also helping him with the finances. I think I heard you say you're an influencer on social networking sites. Yes, I am. I don't know much about brands, so I only showcase cheap products. I use the proceeds to help pay for my living expenses. I also try to buy what I want by myself. I could only get up to 20 followers, so no matter how hard I tried, I have more videos on YouTube than you, too. I still only have 3 subscribers. I'm clearly offering better products, and I look better than you, too. I'm not saying anything about my looks, but I think it's up to the viewer to decide if it's a good product or not. I think you should start by analyzing what people are looking for. What's with your superior attitude? That's what I don't like about you. I'm sorry if I offended you. Then treat me to that trip as an apology. Of course, you're going to be paying for it. What are you talking about? I can't do that. Besides, I think Adeline and Alina would be surprised to see the group suddenly change. Don't worry about it. We've known each other since elementary school. But that doesn't mean that you're close, does it? We just have to get to know each other more from now on. The reason why we didn't get along with each other is just because you were around. If it weren't for you, we'd be friends in no time. I didn't know you hated me that much. I'm a little shocked. Who would want to be friends with you? Adeline and Elena are nice to you, but I'm sure deep down they want to stop being your friend immediately. Is that so? So you'll be paying for my trip, right? I can't do that. Okay then. Well, how about letting me join the group? I don't think so. I can't change your reservation anymore. Okay. Then I have an idea. Huh? What do you mean? Look forward to the day of the trip. The day of the trip. Have you arrived at the inn yet? I'm guessing they cancelled your reservation at the inn, right? You're all sleeping in the car today. I'm sure you'll be punished for excluding me from the group. We're about to get to the hot spring. What? What's going on? You were supposed to stay at a Japanese inn tonight, right? That's right. I cancelled your reservation at the Japanese inn. The staff said they would. Does that mean you were trying to ruin our trip? Only because you wouldn't let me join. If you had invited me in the first place, I wouldn't have cancelled. Well, we checked in without incident, so we're not in any trouble. Wait a minute! Are you sure you checked in? Yes, we did. I said earlier that I was about to go to the hot springs. If I hadn't checked in, you wouldn't be able to get into the hot springs at the inn, would you? So you're saying that the innkeeper lied? I don't know the details either. Didn't they ask you for the name of the representative? They did ask, but I just faked it. I just forced them to cancel. So it's true that you did cancel. Wait, are you saying that I cancelled someone else's trip? If it's true that you cancelled a trip, then yes. Shouldn't you call the inn immediately to confirm? No, I don't want to get in trouble. What if they get mad and start talking about who's responsible? So you're just gonna keep quiet? Duh, I didn't use my own name, so I'm sure they won't find out. I'm sure they'll find out soon enough with your phone number history and all. Hey, you guys are at the inn, right? Is there anything going on over there? Anybody in trouble or anything unusual? Actually, your in-laws are at the inn right now. What? Why? I think they were on a family vacation. You haven't heard anything about it? Come to think of it, I think they said they were going on a trip starting today. But they go so often, I don't remember every single thing. I think they're having some troubles with the innkeepers. Maybe the reservation that you cancelled was for them? Seriously? Haley, you said earlier that you didn't give your name. Is it possible that when you made that call, you gave your name? And as a result, maybe the inn thought you were cancelling a reservation that was actually for your in-laws. I always say my name when I call, so maybe I did. I feel sorry for your in-laws, and the innkeeper too. I'm gonna go talk to them. Wait! Don't do anything extra! A few hours later. It's your fault! They were so mad at me earlier. Your in-laws were angry at you? Yes, they were! They said, "What the hell were you thinking? Why would you try to cancel your friend's trip without permission?" They even said they hated me even more. So you've done something to them before. I haven't done anything wrong. They're just being very hard on me. They told me to stop being so vain and going out to expensive restaurants all the time. That I should cook a home-cooked meal once in a while. If you want to spend money on yourself, you should work a little, blah blah. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I heard you're so busy making yourself look good that you're neglecting child care. Maybe you should rethink your past behavior. Huh? Why do I have to be lectured by you? This whole thing is your fault to begin with. I think you should stop blaming others for everything like that. Also, why don't you think a little more about your parents-in-law? Huh? Their trip was cancelled because of you. It's your fault, right? Yeah, but they have pensions. They can travel whenever they want. That's true, but Japanese inns are very hard to book, you know. Even if you make a reservation now, it will be 6 months or more from now. They said that too, but I don't care. Having an insane wife like you, it must be hard on the in-laws. What? What do you mean insane? I'm right, aren't I? Canceling someone's trip without permission? Normally people don't do that. I'm sorry, but I don't want to be friends with an insane person like you. And I'd rather not communicate with you anymore. Humph, alright. Then stop being friends with Adeline and Elena. Why? Like I said before, someone as gorgeous as them should be hanging out with someone like me. I bet you think so too, don't you? No, I don't. Adeline and Elena both said that they'd never want to be friends with you. Huh? Who would? Would you want to hang out with someone who tried to ruin your trip? I didn't mean to cause Adeline and Elena any trouble. I only wanted to make things worse for you. But Adeline and Elena were also going on the trip. If it got cancelled, they would feel sad too. Didn't you think about that? I heard that you were the organizer this time, so I thought you'd get blamed by the two of them. That way, I thought you'd get kicked out of the group. I'm sorry to hear that, but that's not enough to ruin our friendship. Oh, come on! This is so stupid, but I think I suit those two better. Even if you say that, I don't think they're going to be friends with you. In the first place, I don't think they've ever been fond of you. Huh? Haley, you're not a good judge of character. You only care about what family people are from, or their looks, you know? You're prejudiced against people from poor families. You never mention the things that are inconvenient for you, and you look down on others. They're poor because they haven't worked hard enough, and I mention things that are inconvenient for me. I have a pretty face, and I'm very confident in my fashion sense. Haley, do you know what your other friends say about you? What? You're a brand name hag with way too much makeup. A hag? I'm not a fucking hag. I'm still in my 30s. Even if you say that, in the eyes of most people, late 30s is middle age, and we'll be 40 soon. That's true, but people say I look like I'm in my late 20s. That's because you ask people how old they think you are. People usually say you look younger to be nice. In my case, I really do look young. Well, I don't care about that. It's important. Stop making fun of me. Adeline and Elena said that they would stand out too much and be embarrassed if they were with you. That's why they didn't want to be friends. What? Well, you know, people who wear age-appropriate makeup and wear brand-name clothes from head to toe, it's embarrassing to be around someone that's like that. They would stand out in a bad way, wouldn't they? Is that the reason why when I tried to talk to them, they just laugh and try to end the conversation? I think so. The two of them also mentioned that you're so insistent on talking to them that they're troubled. But they couldn't just outright shove you away. I think they were just trying to be considerate. Maybe you just didn't want to include me in the group, so you badmouthed me to the two of them. What? Why would I do that? Because I can't believe I'm being called an old hag with too much makeup by my other friends. I'm sure you said something about me to the other moms. I don't see what good it would do me. I didn't go around saying bad things about you. That's a lie! You were just trying to get me ostracized by the other moms. Like I said, what good would that do me? I bet you were just jealous of me. If anything, I think it's you who's jealous. Apologize to me right now. Huh? Oh yeah, your social networking and YouTube accounts? You should give them to me. Why would I do that? I think I would be more popular than you. I'm more beautiful than you, and I think the fans would love it. You may be more beautiful than me, but I'm not selling my looks in the first place. And there are many more beautiful people on the internet than you. Even if you use my account to post things, I think you'll only lose followers. Whatever! You're still making fun of me like that? I'm not making fun of you, I'm just telling you the truth. You're a real pain in the ass! If you think I'm annoying, then don't ever talk to me. I get tired just by talking to you over WhatsApp. Well, I'm busy, so if you'll excuse me. Oh my god! Your account is on fire! I checked the comments section, it's full of slanderous posts. I already know the truth. You're the one who's writing the slanderous comments, right? I don't get it. Why are you saying it's me? Because you're the only one I can think of. And you're the one who put up the harassing flyers at my house, right? What are you talking about? Don't play dumb with me. I never saw you putting up flyers at my house. They even gave me pictures to prove it. Oh my god! They were watching me? So, how did that work out for you? Did you and your husband get divorced? No, we didn't. We're still in good terms. Boring? But because of you, I had a bit of a fight with my husband. You even sent us weird Photoshop pictures, didn't you? Why would you do such a horrible thing? Isn't it obvious? It's because I don't like you. I thought if your husband left you, and you went up in flames on the internet, you'd have no place to go. Maybe the one who's losing their place is you. Huh? Your friends have left you alone, and now your family will abandon you too. What do you mean? I'm thinking of suing you. Sue me for what? What you did. You're guilty of libel and slander, and we know that you're the one who slandered me on the internet, so I'm going to sue you for that too. What? Do you have proof? Yes, I do. In fact, I talked to a lawyer and got him to file a discovery request. And it turns out that you're the one who's been writing the posts. What? It's that easy to find out? In this day and age, it's easy to find out. So, that's that. I'm suing you. Wait a minute! I can't go to court! And I don't know what my family would say! Don't worry, I'll be talking to your family personally. Stop it! I won't write any more of those posts, and I won't put up those weird flyers anymore. Aren't we friends? Since when are we friends? I'm sorry, but I don't consider you as a friend. This whole thing has gone too far. I was just jealous of you. Oh. Because you're popular on social media, and all our other mom friends like you. Your husband is handsome, and he's good at his job, right? I was jealous of you because you have something I don't have. It's true that I wanted to be friends with Adeline and Elena, but I wanted to be friends with you the most. But you've never invited me out to dinner or on trips. I was so lonely. I don't care what you say now. It's not going to change my mind. You've done too much. I think you should go through some pain so you'll learn a lesson. Oh no! Can't you please forgive me? I can't forgive you. I'm going to pursue you to no end. Please! Just this once! No, I won't. We'll fight it out in court. After that, I then sued Haley for alimony as I had declared. After that, Haley's family had abandoned her, and her husband had also divorced her. Custody of the children were also given to her husband, and Haley left the city. She is now living alone in a dirty apartment. It seems that even her parents have given up on her. There was no one left who would lend a helping hand. I, on the other hand, have been able to clear up all misunderstandings by suing Haley. In fact, since then, I've received a lot of sympathetic support, and gained even more fans. I am no longer bothered by Haley's harassment, and I am at peace with my like-minded mom friends.